we're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective. Happy 3-3 portal. Today is a huge frequency day. Expect a lot of high frequency energies that can help you to expand your consciousness. We want to be tapping into these energies. It's always amazing to be doing healing and activation work, but we're going to go ahead and get started with a reading. But you definitely want to be manifesting with this gateway. So today is an important day to make sure that you are aligned with whatever it is that you're manifesting. We're manifesting anyways, whatever you're thinking about all day long. So make sure that you're staying positive as we're moving through these energies, and that you're staying focused and aligned with what it is that you desire. Today is a powerful, energetic day for getting in alignment and also bringing through whatever it is that you're working on manifesting. It's a huge day for clearing negative energies in your life and clearing out and closing out karmic cycles so that you can shift into higher timelines. This is a powerful day and you definitely want to be utilizing it. We're going to talk about that a little bit in this video, but I want to get started with the reading. We're going to start with the divine feminine just to see what is going on. I am an energy healer. I do a ton of healing sessions, clearings, and activations on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. I also do lots of coaching on there. I have twin flame coaching on there, which will really, really help you with your process, no matter where you're at too with it. I love these porthole days too. I'm going to be doing tons of activations, so I have lots of 3-3 porthole stuff on my website. This is what I'm going to be doing after these videos all day too, so you guys can book anything on my site anytime. If it's in my shop, you can always do it. Check it out, what I have going on. So you definitely want to be getting an activation. I have lots of twin flame activations on there too, but other ones too. So I help you with your awakening and ascension process, and I love to help you on your twin flame journey too. But let's go ahead and start with the reading for the divine feminine. Just to start, divine feminine collective, divine masculine. If you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. This is something where you're having to balance out this connection energetically, and it's to teach you to work on your energy and to balance your energy too, and to clear any imbalances or anything that comes up. Oftentimes twin flames can go through different triggers, traumas coming up, things that need to be healed, or even negative thoughts and inner shadows that come up, so that you guys can heal them. Your twin flame is always helping you with your spiritual awakening and ascension process. I always remind you that this is your lessons, whatever you're going through, and usually with this person, but whatever you're going through in your life during this time, it is to help you to ascend, and we want to ascend into higher frequencies, higher dimensions during this time. So whatever's going on, it is to help accelerate your own healing journey. Some of you guys, this is going to trigger you or guide you into healing, or those on the healing journey already, so that you can kind of notice more and see more about yourself too. Your twin flame may trigger you. It just depends on how too. But remember, they're always helping you. The universe is always using them in a certain way to help you with your spiritual awakening and your ascension journey. So you're always getting what you're needing on this journey specifically too. You're probably feeling your divine masculine a lot, because this is a started rated for the divine feminine. You're probably feeling them all of the time. You might feel them in your field. You might get messages popping through. In this is for everyone. This reading doesn't matter where you're at in the process, but just reminding you that you are, once you've met your twin flame, going through that process. You are on that twin flame journey. Well, at the point where you've met, you begin to activate certain things too. So it doesn't matter where you're at in the process, you are feeling them. You are sensing them psychically, and this could be messages popping up. You could be getting downloads. Since today is the 3-3 porthole, it's a powerful day for the spiritual insights and downloads that you're going to receive. So pay attention, because today is a great day for you to get clear energetically if there's something going on. If you find yourself thinking back to past things, this could be in your own life or within your twin flame journey, these might indicate blocks and traumas that you need to heal and release and, get rid of more. I have tons of clearing work too, if you guys are needing that, or if you're feeling a lot of negative emotions or heavy emotions, you're wanting to clear your energy more, to release some of these things so you can get them out of the way. Twin flames have to go through a whole process, and oftentimes it does require closing out old karmic energies or karmic cycles so that you can move forward anew. We're starting out, I don't want to say we're like in the spring. This month is powerful as we shift into the spring equinox energies too. So today really opens up the doorway for those equinox energies, and we really begin to feel them starting now for that 3-3 porthole too. So a lot of powerful energies are coming into the planet, and we really want to be tapping into them in our everyday life, especially manifesting what it is that we want. So these energies are great if you guys have been in some type of separation cycle and you're wanting to manifest union, you're in union and you want to manifesting your dream life with your twin flame, or to bring something in particular through. Amazing energies. This is a huge gateway for healing, but also a huge gateway for manifestation and even shifting timelines or quantum shifting right now. So you're probably feeling this person a ton, and this could always just be through messages coming through or feeling them and sensing them on the energy level. Especially the more you're working on your energy, you're going to become sensitive to people coming into your field and your vibration. And this goes for your twin flame too. So you might be kind of thinking of them. They could be popping into your mind. You could be getting a message or just a feeling too, or a sensing. Our love was just too intense for me to handle. I needed a breakaway. And so sometimes this can get overwhelming fast. That's why I said you need a slow burn. Some of you guys, like, you've been in separation and you try to rush right in, or whatever it is, or, you know, you're in union and you this is what happens. You start to get sucked in and spend every second with this person, and then things kind of fall in, or whatever it is. And I always say this is hard because during this time on planet Earth, we're needing boundaries. It doesn't matter if this is for your personal life, your work, your relationship, but specifically within the twin flame connection, you're also needing some autonomy. And so I feel this connection is amazing, where a lot of times we don't always see the big picture of what is happening with these situations when it comes to this twin flame connection. But this is a connection that requires you to be balanced, get balanced, and to stay balanced and grounded, and to get in your own frequency, and to also kind of get in your own mission and life purpose. And so today's actually a destiny porthole. I really like these alignments. So it can help you to align with your path moving forward. Expect today's porthole or gateway to really illuminate your path moving forward and where you're headed and where you should be going, getting clarity on your journey, what's going on. If you guys find that you are apart from your twin flame, this can happen for many reasons. It could be separation, slow coming into union, or even just normal relationships, right? Taking space and doing your thing. But if you find you're in these spaces of being apart from your twin flame, do just that. Use them to the most you can. Utilize them. This could be working on other areas of your life, right? Working on your energy, working on yourself. We don't like these spaces because these are spaces of enlightenment where we're left by ourselves to work on our thoughts, and then we're needing to heal certain things, right? So this is where we can also reflect the most, in spaces apart or time apart from our twin flame, where we can reflect, we can pay attention to our thoughts, we can continue to continue to do that deeper work and to purge out negative thoughts, negative beliefs, negative narratives, and projections and things like that, right? Kind of going on, whatever's in your head. Okay. So this is a big part of healing, because whatever's in our head is becoming our reality and our path that we're walking. So oftentimes what I feel happens is that sometimes we can kind of manifest things we don't want in life, and we don't always realize that we have so much power. Today's gateway encourages you to step into your full potential and your full power, whatever that looks like for you when it comes to what you're manifesting. And so this is why I work with you guys to help to heal patterns and templates and things like that. So we have a big focus on healing areas of our love life, especially imprints, karmic imprints, programming, and things that we've been wired up to experience within our love life. Oftentimes your twin flame shines a light on what you need to heal, especially if you feel it hasn't been going great or it's not what you wanted to manifest. Now, good news, we're in the 3-3 porthole, and you can always shift things in a minute. It doesn't take like a million years, right? By shifting your thoughts and your narratives and intentions and what you're putting out there. We're putting out our intentions in a big way. Some of you guys might realize that, and you're putting really good intentions out there. Some of you guys are like manifesting what, but you're still putting all those thoughts out there. So the trick is we want to get a little bit more, we say awake, conscious, and aware of the thoughts that we're sending into the universe, and if they are truly aligned with what we desire. Sometimes it is also doing that deeper inner work to heal negative thoughts, beliefs, and ideas and things like that, and energies. And oftentimes I find, because I find a lot of things in common collectively in some of the lessons that we're going through, especially in the twin flame journey, oftentimes something can happen in your twin flame journey to trigger a lot of healing very, very fast. So this could be your DM, and it just kind of depends, whatever it is that has come up for you. There might be points where you're dealing with a lot of your own, we'll say, inner work and inner healing, because we all should be doing this work within our awakening and with our ascension. It's very, very important to ourselves spiritually and on a soul level, and especially on the twin flame journey too. So no matter where you're at, make sure that you're working on yourself, and today is a good chance to be clearing any negative energy that still needs to go in your life. I see you in the face of strangers. You're always with me. And so sometimes I always feel you meet your twin flame first to keep you on track. I know this is for everyone. To keep you on track, okay? So you have met them, and once you've met them, it begins to, I call it catalyze, activate or catalyze a process between both of you. And so it just kind of depends on what that process may look like. It's different for everyone. I have a lot of people kind of asking me like personal questions and things, you know, on my comments and messages. I always say get a reading when you need it. You can do them as often as you need to go into your specific situation if you need to answer questions about your own life or your own path and things like that. Make sure you're also healing too if you know you have had some issues coming up, but that phone call will give you a lot of information too. And so you might be like really thinking about this person a lot. I always think you do anyways. It can be very challenging situation to navigate because you're probably thinking about this person all the time. You might be focusing on them a lot, and sometimes this can create a push energy when we don't want it, a push-pull dynamic between both of you. So you want to, the best you can, be trying to turn your energy on yourself, your own projects, your passion, and yourself during this time, no matter what your situation. The thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. I see this happening a lot. This can indicate insecure attachment style, and then sometimes because of insecure attachment style, we can unknowingly attract these type of dynamics in our life, or even, I say, create these situations unknowingly, or it just depends. So when we have two people and they interact, right, in a connection, it has a lot to do with different imprints that you guys hold of how the situation will go. This is why it's very important that you're healing, or you might interact in negative patterns, right? And we don't want that anymore. We want to heal our love lives. It's like a big focus of what I do with you guys. So sometimes when we haven't healed enough, it can depend, and we may play out karmic cycles or situations, yes, on the twin flame journey too, or patterns may come up. And I was trying to remind someone that both people have patterns that you're both working on healing and needing to heal too, right? You know, as we're doing the human experience, we all have things that we need to heal, work on, and continue to work on, right? And things like that. So you may have, obviously, I hope, come to see some of your own patterns and issues, and of course probably the twin flame and things like that, because you get a pretty good clear view of them too. You might be healing some type of insecure attachment style, especially if you're always thinking that, and then this can lead to insecure type of behavior like jealousy, controlling behavior, possessiveness, and things like that. Oftentimes this could be triggered during separations or even when you're with the person, and then it can lead to insecure type of behavior and things like that. If you're having a lot of thoughts about this, something you might need to heal, I call them distortions. Sometimes you might need to heal that within yourself, as it can kind of wreak havoc in your twin flame dynamic and things like that. It's not something that we want to manifest or experience or go through on some type of level too. So maybe healing some type of negative thoughts that are coming up within yourself, rooted in insecurity. Especially, I find that a lot of times people who have insecure attachment styles, and this can manifest in different ways in our life, are more prone to experience anxiety and things like that, and maybe even other patterns of behavior that aren't great in relationships too, that you might be guided to look within yourself to heal some of these things too. So I find that I don't want to go too into this topic because I've done that a lot on videos already, but this is something I find usually is triggered in the twin flame experience, your attachment style. And like I said, this can manifest in many different ways. We were created out of the same embers of the same stars. You've triggered such intense emotions in me, and only your twin flame can trigger such emotional responses and emotions in you. That's why they learn with you in such a way, because only they can trigger in many ways what they have within you, like no one else could. Like, just to remind you that they do. And if you're holding on to negative energy, which we are, we just oftentimes don't realize, negative emotions, old traumas, right? They might be pushing your buttons, traumas, and things like that, or trauma responses. And usually the twin flame journey can entail a lot of purging out of negative energies. So will your spiritual awakening anyways, to heal different things, but your twin flame may trigger certain experiences or whatever situations within you, so that you can let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to. I describe the purging as like spins. Many of you guys may find that if you're clearing a lot of energy fast, or you're purging, that you're doing it by yourself, because it really isn't fair to your twin flame or other people to be around that type of intense energy if you really look at yourself and things like that. So there may be some spaces, and this could be different areas, where you're needing to kind of sit by yourself and to work on your healing and to get your energy right. So this is why it's very important on the twin flame journey, and even in general, that you're clearing your energy and taking better care of your energy, because you're probably going to have a lot of negative emotions rise up very, very fast that you're needing to heal, clear, and take care of and let go of. And so sometimes we think we've let go of it, but if you've had a lot of negative thoughts or negative energies, they can kind of throw off our frequency, and we feel it. Whether we're feeling, I say, grumpy, tired, low energy, not real motivated, not real inspired, right? Whatever it is, but you're being guided to keep your energy clear. And if you've been going through a lot, this can be, I don't want to say it's normal, but this can be normal in the twin flame journey, that they can trigger a lot of emotions very, very fast, because these are things you need to clear energetically. So a lot happens between twin flames on the energy level with how you interact. Okay, things just got too intense, too fast. This is what happens with a lot of twin flames too, and things like that. So just know the energies get very intense for both of you, and in a good way, where it feels really good, but it also can bring up and trigger lots of waves of things. Oftentimes your twin flame might even activate your kundalini, and it feels really good and euphoric. But then, you know, even apart or whatever it is, trying to navigate the situation, this also brings trauma to the surface. It brings negative beliefs, distortions around love, things that we need to heal. So just know that this can get intense and overwhelming for you guys. 11:11. Twin flame, runner, chaser, and divine timing. And this is a huge thing about divine timing. And so I know a lot of times people always like, I say point the finger, blame, usually DM gets the bad end of the stick or whatever it is, but it's actually the universe that is giving you all of your life lessons, your soul, your higher self, right? To get you where you need to be. So we're learning how to, hopefully, get in a deeper alignment with the universe, and to not blame is just projection, not to project all over our spiritual counterpart, right? And so it's very important that you're understanding that if something hasn't happened yet, it doesn't mean it's not happening, because actually when you met your twin flame, that's an indicator you're supposed to come into union. But if it hasn't happened, that this is something going on with the universe and divine timing. And oftentimes it hinges on the work that needs to be done, because when you've done the spiritual work, you will be in union, and that's what you're working towards. And so that entire journey from meeting to union, if you guys are in that or spaces, is to do that work so that you can come into union. You're working towards it, and whatever's going on, whatever's coming up, whatever you're trying to move through, whatever you're facing within yourself. And I think this is really, really important too, because your ego loves to tell you a lot of negative stuff about your life or your situation that just isn't accurate. But that stuff comes up to clear it, to cleanse it, to get rid of it. So you might have a lot of negative thoughts and beliefs that come up. That is the work to get rid of that stuff, because it's actually what's blocking the connection too. So this is like, it depends on where it's at. But if you've been dealing with a DM that's pulled back or not really giving you a lot, you know, it could be because of the work that you're needing to do too, or that they're needing to do. And you guys are always in sync with that. You guys always mirror each other perfectly, no matter where you're at on the journey too. Just know that. So this is like deeper work coming up for you guys and things like that. There might be some type of karma, divine intervention, and this is like shadow work. And I always say the divine always gives you what you need when you're dealing with this situation to help you to heal. There might be some type of karmic cycles that have been playing out between both of you that you need to clear. And once again, I see a lot of people like my DM, but actually these are karmic energies that you signed up for too. Now this can get complicated because we don't always remember why we're in certain lessons, but we are, right? We're having to clear certain things. So the 3-3 portal is an amazing chance to clear out any negative karmic energies in your life. This could be between both of you. It could be from outside influences, other situations, or things you're needing to heal and wrap up. And so karma is like something that we're needing to balance out, heal, or look at within ourselves oftentimes too. All right, some of you guys might be kind of not really sure. This is like my contemplation. This might be like you're in a space of like, you should be in a space of like reflecting and thinking about things a lot and figuring things out. If you haven't been sure lately about your path, or you haven't been guided to fully move forward with this, or in some area of your life, expect a lot of clarity to help you move forward now. And so the planet starts to really, I say awaken, not yet, but the planet begins to awaken and we begin to really move and flow energetically, and we're going to feel that. And so if you're not really sure about a path to take, what to do, direction, getting some type of clarity, that's why I'm here to help you guys. If you're needing it, doing this work too. So maybe you're just needing a little bit of clarity so that you can move forward and figure out what to do. So tapping in for that clarity. We have irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. And when you begin to understand that, things get a little bit simple. This is your twin flame. You do this infinite dance across many lifetimes. This connection is very important between both of you, and it can't be matched. Like a lot of you guys worry about that. I see my worriers. Okay, you worry about it. Maybe my twin flame will go off and find someone better. Nothing can be matched, and you're gonna feel this connection on a soul level. And so this is a soul connection. It's a very energetic connection. It also happens on the higher too. And so nothing can match the feeling of twin flame energy. It's like the most connected to source you could probably get with another person in this type of dynamic. This is a very conscious relationship. It's a very spiritual relationship, and usually it requires both of you to get very honest about things within yourselves to really do this union, right? And so this is a very powerful connection. Just know that. So commitment. I want to be a part of your future. And so for those of you guys that have been dealing with certain situations or held up with certain situations, and I love this because I have my destiny card too. We'll get into that in a minute. This is a destined portal today, opening up things for you in your life. We want to be for sure tapping into these energies. Like I said, I have a lot of 3-3 portal activations and things on my website. Definitely have some twin flame ones, and we want to be working with the energies and bringing them down into our lives to open things up, to heal, to manifest, whatever it is. So working with these energies, this is a destined gateway. This person, you're supposed to actually do the work and spend the rest of your life with them. Like literally, right? You're supposed to do what you need to do so you can get home or get back to them. Oftentimes you do split up and separate to do the earth experience, and you know that, knowing you're meant to find your way back to each other and to make your way home to them too, right? And things like that. So you know that this is like, they're part of your future. Some of you guys are sitting, you know that now because you're sitting around trying to manifest it, and you're trying to manifest them, or you're trying to manifest union, or you're in union, and that could be really creating that dream life with them. Doesn't matter where you're at, but more about aligning your energy with the universe and getting in your highest alignment. This could be processing things, working on other lessons, whatever you have going on to get where you need to be within this union, okay? So we have the 3 of Swords. You're healing from heartbreak and betrayal from the past. And this is like, and it could be with your twin flame, but oftentimes you guys already had your templates created at a very young age that you're playing out and healing from too. So this is like heart chakra work. And this isn't for everyone. This could be old wounds. It could be hurt. It could be having a hard time going through this. It could be third parties and karmic interference that you've had. It just kind of depends. But you're being guided to really heal and open up your heart chakra. And whatever's been happening or has been happening in your life has been encouraging you to open up to more love, empathy, compassion, and understanding. Someone told me the other day that Pisces season had them feeling a little more sensitive. And I was like, yes, we have our North Node in Pisces, and this is a good thing because everyone will be feeling that. And so even if, I don't want to say people are, but if people are really closed off, people will be more open and feeling other people's emotions and things like that too, and energies. So also know that we're a little bit more open, helping us to open up our heart chakra and our energy and things like that, but you'll be feeling things more, okay? This is what empaths do. They feel their own energy, they feel everyone else's energy too, right? So sometimes that means absorbing more. You might feel a little bit more psychically sensitive. Now this is a good thing to help you to connect, but sometimes we're needing to also protect our energy. With the 3-3 porthole, this is all about getting in alignment, but you're also reminded that you're protected going through this experience, right? Most of the time, you're not facing some external force that we think is negative. It's actually just our own inner shadows, projections, and mind that we need to heal and work through, okay? And so the lens in what we see things and how we're projecting things into the world, right? We can say our entire reality is a projection of our thoughts and our mind and whatever. So the more that we heal our mind and things like that and our thoughts, get rid of the negative thoughts, the better life that you're gonna have. And this is where the inner work comes in too. Now today is a huge manifestation portal. Make sure that you're really focusing, like I said, on what it is that you wanna bring through. So we have the Ace of Cups, and these cards are both in reverse, so there's some type of block here, and usually this is my relationship and a new beginning, but this is actually, you're dealing with a lot of emotions that you've been stuffing inside, and probably not in the healthiest way. These are old emotions. This could be from childhood, the past, whatever it is, that are now coming up within the awakening and within the ascension. This is like needing to open up to love. So we have a lot of programming and blocks that have gotten in the way, distortions, you know, things that we may play out in our relationships that aren't healthy. I see that a lot of times people play out the same patterns again and again in their relationships, even though they know they're not very great and they might be sabotaging things. It's stripping away everything that isn't love, all the negative beliefs, expectations, attachments, whatever it is, so that we can experience pure love, which is divine love. It's unconditional love. It's without all of this stuff, right? So we have the Wheel of Fortune, and then this is my Destiny card went upright, but this could be some type of, I don't want to call it a block. So when it's in reverse, this is like you might be going through a challenging time. Some of you guys, I was saying, are struggling with your ego against the universe and don't realize it. And then we have to learn how to flow. It's like when the universe wants something, it is a powerful force, I have found. I've been there too, right? Like you're going, you're kicking or screaming, you're going, it's happening. But we want to be, okay, flowing and moving right, right? So yeah, so our ego loves to, you know, struggle and things like that in the ego state. That's the 3D state, right? That's the 4D state. But in the 5, we're like, okay, I got to go with the flow of my day and where it's taking me in this situation. And so this is also, nothing is working against you, but you might feel that there are external situations, obstacles, or forces working against you. They are in place so that you do the work. And so you might feel like, and I was saying, some of you guys have situations where you've met your twin flame and you or them might be in an existing connection that might be complicated and things like that. And so there might be a situation keeping you from being together. Some of you could live in different countries or continents and you come together, but these are like reunions and they're temporary and you go back into separation. Some of you guys haven't fully come into union. Maybe sometimes you guys are coming into union, but you're figuring out the work doesn't stop, you know, whatever it is. You're having to maybe deal with some stuff, move through some stuff. You're having challenges come up. And I find that this can be very spiritual awakening energy where you guys have been moving through a lot the past couple of years. But as you're hopefully building a powerful energy foundation or a foundation of your life, and you're actually getting further and further ahead, okay? Depending on how much work you're putting in. And so you might feel that there are situations that may still, I don't want to say keeping you apart, because some in separation you may resonate with this, but those in union too are also facing things, right? So this could be whatever's going on, and this could be setbacks and delays. It's like, it could be like, this is like, I want to do a project, but the project hasn't come through kind of energy. I want union, but it hasn't happened. It's going slow. right? Okay, it's always contingent on where you guys are at too, or you know, it could be in the union, you're trying to manifest something together, but it hasn't fully come through yet, because some of these bigger manifestations take time. So it's also trusting in destiny, the divine timing of the universe, and what is playing out for you in your life as you're clearing the karmic baggage that keeps us stuck. That's our south node energy. We move into this north node energy. Now, I'm not going to get too into it, but we're going into eclipse season, and I do happen to know that that first eclipse is going to play out with south node themes. And since we're already feeling those eclipse energies, it is encouraging us to heal whatever it is karmically in our karmic baggage, especially over the next couple of weeks as we're kind of moving towards that next moon, okay? So we have a lot of like clearing baggage, karmic cycles that might be blocking you from your destiny. So if your twin flame union is your destiny, along with your soul purpose and mission and things like that, you know, when we heal our karmic baggage, that's everything you've been through in the past. Now, I want to remind you, this could be prior to meeting your twin flame, obviously, but with your twin flame, chances are, you know, you guys were not fully healed as much as you thought. I know we have more work to do, and that your karmic patterns could have kind of triggered each other, right? Interacted in a certain way that wasn't conducive to union, right? And maybe even pushed you guys apart at a point. It depends. It's separation in a nutshell. And then you heal said patterns so that you can do it right, get it right. And so this is a lot to do with the twin flame journey, the spiritual awakening, the universe, healing certain things from your past so that you can really, really become this person that you're meant to be. And of course, this aligns with union as being your destiny to come together with your twin flame. This is part of what you signed up for, being on the twin flame journey. It's not meant to be negative. This person is meant to come into your life to inspire you to be a better person and to become the person that you're destined to become. So they're actually here to clear you. Well, you do the work yourself, but they're here to encourage you to clear what you need to so that you can tap into your soul gifts and your spiritual gifts and become the best version of yourself that you can be. Okay, so we're gonna do reading for the divine masculine. Can you let go of, oh yeah, divine masculine collective, divine feminine. If you're watching, direct messages from your masculine. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? We talked a lot, today we've been talking a lot about karmic timelines and collapsing them in, letting go of them. Whatever happened in the past, and I was explaining this to someone yesterday, you're needing to find love and forgiveness and just let it go, because otherwise we keep bringing it up and get stuck on it to start over. So usually there's timelines that didn't go good. You might do many timelines with your twin flame, and if there were ones that ended, separation didn't go well, stuff come up, didn't feel pretty, needing to collapse in those old lower timelines and let them go so that we can rise into higher ones. And so you might have been someone who's done, I always say, multiple timelines with your twin flame, or you're needing to heal some type of separation issues to come together. Letting go of things, love, forgiveness, and opening the heart chakra will help. I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you say yes? When I offer you my hand, will you take it? And so this kind of depends. So we have that future energy. We're in a space where we're hopefully we stop going into the past, but many of you are clearing the past and having things from the past come up, but you're very focused on your future and where you want to go from this same space. It's very spiritual awakening energy. The more you let go of the past, collapse these timelines in, the more you can focus on where you're going, and you know this person is your future, right? And so this divine masculine might be thinking a lot about the future, being with you, marrying you, whatever it looks like, you know, that they're tapping into. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was painful. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. I see a lot of the masculines, well, feminines too, but a lot of the masculines struggle to take the lead and tell their divine feminine how they feel. Some not so much. You do that easily, but some of you guys are like, you know, but it's all right. It's the vibe I was saying. You feel the love energy. You don't even have to say it. Like, it's a whole vibe you both feel when together. Like, you both feel the same all the time. And I always remind people that twin flames are synced up, literally on that spiritual soul level, but also intuitively and emotionally too. So they feel what you feel. You guys ever notice you have that off day and they're seeming a little off too, right? You're grumpy, they're grumpy. But you're in these higher frequencies and you've done the work to maintain that. They also mirror that energy. They mirror your own vibe back to you. Very empath energy. All right, you have too many blocks for union still. All about clearing inner blocks. And that's my focus, right? Healing and letting go of what we need to do. There's always work for improvement and working on ourselves. We're unloading a lot very, very fast within these times and within these energies like never before. So we're learning how to heal ourselves, clearing energy blocks. I have a ton of twin flame clearings on my website that will help you on the energy level to release deeper blocks, programming, and things like that. You are my past and my future. So when we go deep, this could be in this life or even past lifetimes. You have a rich history with this person. Some of you guys in this life, you're like, yeah, I did a million timelines with this person. Maybe it could go into past lives if you don't resonate with that. That yes, you've done this before with this person. You learn with them all of the time. In fact, a lot of the souls here, you've learned with them before in previous times. You've come together to heal something, to repair something, or to learn some type of lesson. Our souls speak the same language that only you and I get. And so I said it's a whole frequency, and you might find that when you're hanging out with like friends and family, you get a little tired. You should find that you and your twin flame can hang out and you get a real charge out of it. Like you're feeling good, like, right? Like you're always, you know, it's good for your energy. It's improving and enriching your energy and things like that. And it just kind of depends, but you definitely can read a lot, like that's going on with the other person. Sometimes this can be unnerving if people are asleep and not used to that. Those that are awake know that in the 5D, it's very open. You're like, you can pick up on things, you can sense things. I had to tell someone this morning, you know, I'm a psychic, and whatever I told them, I can see things, like, right? But it's like that for everyone. But twin flames get such a glimpse of it because you guys can connect on the deepest level possible being a twin flame. So we can do that anyways, intuitively with other people, you know, picking up on things or whatever it is, tapping in. But with your twin flame, it is next level. The most powerful connection that you can have. Now we have different types of connections. We have karmic connections, soulmates, and twin flame. This is the deepest connection that you will have. In fact, if you thought the universe was kind of sabotaging your past and love life and connections, it's because those people were not the one. They were not meant to be with you on some level. You were meant to meet them and to clear some type of karma or learn some type of lesson, but they were not meant to stay with you. They were not meant to be with you. You're only meant for your twin flame. So this can be like very hard to understand, but it should help you to better understand what you've been through as you've navigated probably other connections in your life and why they didn't work out, because they were meant to point you towards healing something or, you know, something within yourself. This whole journey was for us to find our way back to each other. All right, some of you guys need to release an ex. This could be within yourself, like you've already well let go of the ex or in the past, hopefully. Okay, so we are doing Venus RX, Venus retrograde. I don't want to go too into this. I've been loving it. They're like, don't do this and that, and I've been doing it all, but I'm a very Venus sign. Okay, we are doing Venus retrograde. It is bringing up whatever you need to heal in your relationships and finances. So if you've been overspending and not doing well in that area, or, you know, your relationships, is shining a light on it. It is meant to help you. Now, this is meant to help you to clear baggage from your past and declutter it. Welcome to clearing the karma we talked about, right? So you're being guided to let go of your ex. This could be someone you let go of 30 years ago and it's just popping into your head and you're thinking about people and you're reprocessing things, or it's coming up, or it could be some type of, a lot of times we have karmic wounds from learning with karmic partners that weren't very good for us, but it was lessons we needed. So you might be reflecting back. Now this is huge because twin flame can bring up old wounds and trigger old things you thought you had dealt with, or it could just be something going on within yourself that you need to process and release and let go of more. Okay, it just kind of depends. So don't be surprised if while we're doing Venus RX and we're getting ready for Mercury RX, right, you might be having stuff from your past pop up. It is not so you reach out and call that person. It's so you can heal more fully from whatever, I say, that person put you through or whatever you went through with that person, right? So you might be having stuff from your past pop up or come up and things like that. But it could just be some type of block that was left over. I know sometimes we didn't heal as much as we thought in the past, and we might still have blocks from old relationships, connections, and wounds and things like that too. So you might be having old stuff come up. This is my unfinished business, and I mean with your twin flame. Those of you guys that are separated know that oftentimes you guys, when you come back together, pick up right where you left off, but hopefully more healed and better. You don't want to, go into the same cycles. Separations are needed so that you can heal and look at yourself and really heal yourself so you can come together more healthy. Okay, so, but this is also within any unions. You guys have a lot of stuff to do, like unfinished business, unresolved stuff, whatever that looks like, okay, within your union or with this person. You have a lot left to do with this person. And it just depends on what that will look like. Some of you guys are doing powerful things together. Like this could be projects, helping the planet. I feel we're supposed to be, being of service and helping in some way, or, whatever it is that you came here to do with your twin flame, they're really going to help to inspire you in some way on your journey, whether this is healing yourself more or doing something big or, living your dream life, whatever that may look like for you. Because we have guilt. This is remorseful and ashamed. This is my sacral chakra, divine masculine, working on your sacral chakra, working on ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. And so twin flame specifically triggers ego to heal what you need to do. I see it all the time, all day long, right? Not funny. It is the ego coming up. And this is where a lot of the healing needs to take place. So there will be states where it's going to very much trigger your ego. This could be negative beliefs, how you see reality, whatever it is making you uncomfortable, or it could be even the purges and things like that. We have to go through ego death and maybe even many ego deaths as part of the process. The twin flame can very much trigger that too, to encourage you to transform and to go through a powerful spiritual transformation that you go through. So if you have ego stuff coming up, know it's part of the process. Mistakes, I wish I could right any wrongs. Soul tie, always feel connected to you. So we talked about this being a powerful connection where you very much feel each other all of the time in a powerful way. And this is from the soul level where you connect. This is why it's so important for twin flames to awaken and activate your heart chakra and to clear it out so that you can connect more powerfully. Negative blocks and energies can kind of block up the connection. More open you are, the more telepathic you are with this person, the more intuitive and the more positive of a connection. Knight of Wands, there might be some type of delays. We've been talking about that, and this is like, you might feel like you've been dealing with a lot of healing, obstacles, delays, whatever it is, kind of coming up. Trust the universe is giving you every second of your journey here on planet Earth, every second of it, your twin flame experience, giving you exactly what you need. Follow your inner guidance as to what to be doing, working on, and how to be navigating your twin flame connection. It's really, really important. Okay, so we have King of Pentacles. This is like, some of you guys have been really, really focused on the material. And then we see a lot happening, whether you've been like really in the, I call it the matrix, the material, the 3D, and you're being guided to like focus more on yourself spiritually, your spiritual awakening, how you're taking care of your energy, right? Some of you guys have been like overworking and, really focus on whatever it is you want to buy in the matrix, a car, house, TV. Okay, you got the idea. And you're being guided to kind of shuffle towards or focus on the spiritual. This could be how you're connecting to and your overall connections and things like that. This is, spiritual connections. So you're being guided to focus less on, whatever it is that you might have looked at in the past and things like that. So you're being guided to really, really find a balance between your physical material life and the spiritual. The mission is to ascend into the spiritual. The more you do this work to raise your frequency and to ascend yourself, the more union timelines you do. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands, and this isn't for everyone, but some of you guys might feel like this is, you're not happy with your current situation, you're not feeling rooted, this is like instability, self-doubt, and low self-esteem. Now, usually this is my reunion card. There might be something holding you back. This could be other situations in your life, karmic cycles, whatever it is. It could just be things you're healing within yourself. This is my solar plexus confidence card, and also healing some type of insecurity. This could be doubt, worry, whatever it is coming up or being triggered for you. This is a block when it comes to reunion and union, because this is my favorite card of the deck. It's my reunion union card, but there might be some type of block there if this hasn't fully manifested or actualized. Now, if in union, this is like my living together, happy family card, and beautiful card, right? And things like that. So maybe you haven't fully arrived there but you're meant to be, okay? You're meant to be bringing this down into the physical. So we have the Three of Wands, and this is like, once again, not being happy with things. So my favorite, I don't want to say runner, but these are good labels to describe things. Oftentimes vulnerable twin flames can try to run back, welcome to awakening, your old 3D life, and it's not there. You're like, right? I say sometimes you're not finding enjoyment and satisfaction out of things that you were finding enjoying and satisfying for a really long time, because you're going through a spiritual awakening, and it's like you're changing very, very fast. I was pointing that out, like, these are the changes that are taking us into the future. We're evolving and we're changing in a good way. And, you know, every soul is kind of on that journey to do that and make that happen. But this means that suddenly you're kind of letting go of bad habits, patterns, people, situations that aren't very good for you. And you're doing that inner work, especially on the twin flame journey, because your twin flame is motivating you on some type of level too. So this is like, you might no longer be finding satisfaction with your old life, but oftentimes your ego tries to take you right back there and like hold on real strong, like, right? And that's normal, that's okay. You're working through things at your pace. But this is also like, if you're not happy with a situation in your life, maybe thinking on changing it or making a shift. And so sometimes we can kind of get stuck in a rut, or I call it ascension funk, right? And things like that, because we're needing to make a shift, and your soul is going to tell you when it's time to make a change in your life. And this changes can play out in many ways. It could be things that you need to heal within yourself, or your external situation, or whatever's going on for you. Don't be scared to make a shift or make a change. These 3-3 porthole energies are giving us a chance to do just that. And so pay attention to your guidance if you're being guided to make some changes that will make you a better person, help you to work on yourself, or even help you in your union or to getting into union. Okay, I'm going on that note anyways, but I'm around if you guys need me. I'm going to be doing 3-3 porthole activations and healings all day. I have a few on my site. I posted them and pinned them to my page anyway, so you guys can find them. Great day to stop by my site and get activated. Have a beautiful day, and make sure you're using that 3-3 porthole.